But first, we begin. The idea is to prepare students for the worst-case scenario and then hopefully save lives if there is ever a gunman on campus. But now, two national teacher unions are saying some active shooter drills, they are simply ineffective and they could traumatize those students.
The report released today recommended kids not including students in the drills and offers some guidelines to districts who do want the children to be involved. Joe Hankey's in the newsroom for us, walking us through this report. Joe, where are the unions coming from on this discussion?
Trying to limit trauma. Less than 1% of gun deaths every year across the U.S. happen on school property, according to the report released today. And while schools will tell you it's important to prepare for that worst-case scenario, at least one Metro Atlanta district says it takes specific steps to avoid traumatizing students. The report on the impact of school safety drills for active shootings comes from the American Federation of Teachers, National Educators Association, and the organization Everytown for Gun Safety. They found in 2005, 40% of American public schools held lockdown drills to be prepared if there is a shooting. 95% did in 2015. In Fulton County Schools, the head of safety and security says the district conducts active shooter drills as part of a larger safety plan.
Although the active shooter scenario will have the greatest adverse impact, statistically, our greatest concern is weather.
Dr. Shannon Flunori says the district's plan comes after talking with and collaborating with districts across the country to create responsible drills. The report released today points to an unannounced code red drill at a Florida high school in 2018, leading to chaos and panic attacks, with students believing it was not a drill at all, but a real threat on campus. Fulton says it avoids such a scenario by not having unannounced drills.
We don't want to have the unintended consequences of unintentionally putting them in a position where their fear of this event overtakes them to the point that it has a psychological impact or a negative psychological impact upon them.
Today's report recommends districts carefully consider drills, and if they include students and teachers, they should not mimic an actual incident. It also states parents, students, and teachers should have advance notice, and the drills should be tailored to the student's age and include input from school mental health professionals.
Children that are under 5, 6, 7 years old live in the world of fantasy and magic.
Psychotherapist Eddie Reese says for the youngest students, realistic drills can lead to serious fears, and even teens can be impacted. He suggests parents talking with their children afterwards.
They go, it was all right, and it doesn't really bother them fine. But there are children that can be really scared, really imagine that it's going to happen.
And Reese says a shooter drill, if realistic and unannounced, can have the same physical and mental impact you've maybe experienced with a close call while driving on the highway. Fulton County Schools tell me they do carry out very realistic drills, but those are for the district's police officers and their training, and those are done with no students present. Cheryl.